Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the One True Show. It's been a while, and I'm back. And hopefully, I am back to stay. So, on today's episode, we'll be reacting to Arsenal's loss against Liverpool and Arsenal victory against Nottingham Forest. So, you know, Arsenal has been coming second for a great number of years. And the question coming into this season is, what does Arteta have to do to get over the hump? For the last 3 years, and if you've been following me and listening to my other topics about Arsenal, you will understand that I've been saying Arsenal needs a striker. Arsenal made some trades and some transfer this season. We got guys like Christian Norgard, Zubimendi, Madubike, Eze, and the one that every Arsenal fan was crying about, Victor Gronkias or Yokares, however you pronounce his name. He wears number 14, which I believe it is an insult because the only real number 14 at Arsenal is Thierry Henry, and we all know that. It's like Arsenal has been trying to look for their striker. Arsenal has been trying to look for a new Thierry Henry because that number should be retired. Nobody should be wearing that number. But, you know, the English Premier League, nobody respects what people have done with certain numbers. But that's fine. Our preseason form going into this season was terrible. We lost a lot of preseason matches, which is strange. We played our first game, I think, against Manchester United. We won, which I expected us to win because Manchester United is just useless at this point. Manchester United is just very useless, so I'm not surprised. But against Liverpool was the moment we need to show where we are as a team. Was that moment we needed to show, can we really beat a contender? And Arsenal was very, very disappointing in that game because we had a lot of opportunities to win that game against Liverpool. We had total shots of 11. We had more corners. We had about the same passes. We had more opportunities than Liverpool in the box. Like, when it comes to goal scoring opportunity, Arsenal had better opportunities than Liverpool. But what the Liverpool does, Liverpool show the reason why they are English Premier League champions. Because they take the opportunities. They don't waste the opportunities. Arsenal still has that foolish attitude of wasting their opportunities. So let's go to the biggest takeaway from that Arsenal Liverpool game. We all know that we lost 1-0 due to a good free kick by I don't know how to pronounce that Liverpool player's last name, but his first name is Dominic. Liverpool had better execution when it comes to set pieces. Arsenal struggled in the midfield. It's like we were not good in the midfield at all. Liverpool dominated us in the midfield. But the thing is, I will have to give credit to our defenders. If our defenders were not on point and if Raya was not on point, Liverpool would have scored more goals. You see, the thing is, Arsenal losing to Liverpool is the reason why we haven't won the English Premier League. It's just something missing. And I don't know if it is mental toughness to go toe to toe with the big teams. Even though this is just the beginning of the season, it's like when you see the same mistake that Arsenal is making, then you begin to understand why Arsenal has not won the Premier League. You see, Arsenal needs to be more. You see, that was why we bought Victor Yokeres, somebody that can score. And it seems like we waste too much time passing the ball in the box 18. And it's like we are not ruthless. We need to be ruthless. But the positive about that Liverpool match is at least we didn't really get exposed. We were composed when it comes to defensive play. Like, to be honest, our defenders were the best players in that match. They were able to defend. If not of Arsenal defenders, Liverpool could have beaten us like 2-3-0. But from our midfield to our strikers, we didn't have the sharpness. They were not making the right decisions. And we were being too slow. Now, that's for the Liverpool game. And for me right now, if we are going to face tougher opponents, like I think we're having our Champions League game that's coming up, and I think our next Premiership game is Man City. We really, really, really have to be sharp from our midfield going forward. And right now we have injury. Saka is injured. Odegaard got injured yesterday against Nottingham Forest. In which I'll give what I feel about the Nottingham Forest game after I finish talking about this Liverpool game. We already know that Saliba is injured. Christian Norgard is still injured. So we have guys that are injured. And this is a good opportunity for us to use our new signings to show what our new signings can basically do. It's just as simple as that. So now let's go to the Arsenal Nottingham Forest game. Now, I know Arsenal fans are happy that we won 3-0, but let's keep it real. Nobody should take anything away from this match. Arsenal should win this match. Let's keep it real. This was a few good moments for Arsenal and Arsenal fans. Yes, we lost to Liverpool, and now we were able to get a victory against Nottingham Forest. This was a good way to bounce back, and it's against Nottingham Forest. So the good thing is, right now we are beating the teams we are supposed to beat. That's the good thing right now. We're beating the teams that we're supposed to beat. But of course, we should have won this game. But what was very impressive about this game is our new signings. Arsenal new signings were the best in this game. Apart from Victor Yokeres, even though he scored a goal. I don't like Victor Yokeres. I mean, if this is the striker that is meant to save us, I mean, I'm not yet seeing why Arsenal fans were so desperate for Arsenal to get him. But Madu, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Maduke and Eze with Zubimendi, yeah, those were the best players in that game. The fact that Arsenal new signings delivered makes me happy. So let's get right into the game. Of course, when the game started, Odegaard is injured, which is a massive blow. Odegaard is our creative engine. The fact that we have lost him due to injury, I don't know how long he's going to be out. I'm going to do that research and bring the update to you. But Odegaard got injured, And man, Madueke and Eze, man, especially Eze, man, we may not miss Odegaard creativity if Eze can maintain this play that he showed yesterday, especially from the creative point of view. Eze was so creative. I love his runs. I love his cutting. I love his slick passes. And the one thing I can appreciate about Maduke is the fact that he is always looking to beat the defender and cross the ball. And I love that about him. His decision making is on point. But the thing is, one thing Madueke needs to learn is when he's holding the ball and he's trying to beat the man on the inside and he's trying to cross the ball, he needs to understand where his teammates are. And there were some times that he didn't pass the ball on time. But apart from that, Madueke was on point. Eze was on point. Of course, Zubimendi scoring 2 goals, especially that beautiful volley, was on point. Victor Gyökeres, yes, he scored a goal. The reason why I'm not impressed is I didn't see much of him. Even his rating shows that he wasn't in the game compared to Eze, who had a rating of 8.5, Maduke, who had a rating of 8.5, Zubimendi, who has a rating of 9.2. Compared to Gyökeres' rating of 6.9, I need Gyökeres to step up his game more. But like I said, Arsenal was meant to win this game regardless. But what made me happy is our new signings were the ones that took over the game. And that makes me happy. So once Saka comes back, once Odegaard comes back, yes, Arsenal is in good position. And honestly, with the way I'm looking, Gabriel Martinelli's position is in big trouble. I see Eze becoming the regular starter and Gabriel Martinelli on the bench. Because my complaint about Gabriel Martinelli is he does not have good decision making. He doesn't have good decision making. And I'll do a video about that. What Eze showed me is he makes better decisions than Gabriel Martinelli. In the final third, Eze just makes better decisions than Gabriel Martinelli. He makes better decisions. I feel like Gabriel Martinelli is more skillful, yes, but right now I need players that are skillful and that can make better decisions. Because something has to change at Arsenal if we want to win. If we truly want to win, something has to change from Arsenal. You see, that Nottingham game, that Nottingham Forest game, especially with our new signings, the way we control the midfield, the way we control the possession, the way we control that territory, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. That Nottingham Forest was typical Arsenal game. It was beautiful. Our set pieces, our crossing, very effective. Like I said, the way Maduke was trying to cross the ball, easy decision making, especially, man, it was just beautiful. It was beautiful to watch our new signings shine yesterday. You know, after losing to Liverpool and playing against Nottingham Forest and guys like Maduke, guys like Eze, Zubimendi shining, and also Gyökeres scoring a goal again, it's a good confidence builder for a new signing, especially with the injuries we have. And watching them in the Champions League this coming Tuesday and watching them against Man City would really, you know, let us know where Arsenal really, really stands, especially with our new signings playing together and at the same time. Now, me personally, I'm not too excited about this Nottingham Forest victory because I believe that our third team can still beat these guys. The point is, or the main point is, our new signing showed up. Our new signings did not waste opportunity. Our new signings were shooting the ball were trying to take shots, trying to take opportunities. Remember, Arsenal is a team that they waste their time passing the ball in front of the goalpost before they shoot the ball. I didn't see any of that yesterday. If Arsenal can maintain this consistency, this level of play, especially with a new signing, I'm not going to say we have a chance to win the league, but I'm saying we should win the games that we should win. The only issue with Arsenal now is, can you beat the big boys? Can you beat the Liverpools consistently? Can you beat the Man Cities uh, consistently? Can you beat the top teams, the teams that are challenging for the silverware? Can you take at least can you take 3 points away from them? Liverpool has beaten us. Can we now go back and beat Liverpool? If you notice, teams that win the Premiership over the last few years, go and look at their victory against the top teams. They at least take a minimum of 3 points. The teams like Man City that has dominated the Premier League, if you look at what they've done to the big teams, it's either they get 6 points or at worst they get 4 points, meaning they win one game, they draw the other game. If Arsenal is going to win the Premier League this year, the top 6 clubs or the top 4 clubs, they have to get a minimum of 3 points and beat the teams that they are supposed to beat. You know, like I said, I'm going to try and get an update on Odegaard's injury, but hopefully it's not that bad because, yes, even though Eze is very, very creative, but like I said, Odegaard has proven to be a creative engine. I'm not sure if there's anybody that can replace that engine, but we will know in these next coming weeks with the game on Tuesday and with our game against Man City. Anyways, like I said, I'm back. I'm going to be trying to be uploading more videos for you guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know your thoughts. Do you think Arsenal can finally make a push to win the Premier League with our new signings? Or do you think it's the same old Arsenal? Because this is the first time Arsenal has gotten a bunch of guys, especially from Chelsea, to help us win. So right now, can this group of signings, with what we've seen yesterday, can they help us win the league? Only time will tell. Like I said, it's too early. The only thing I love right now about Arsenal is what our new signings did yesterday. So, like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Have a good day. I will catch you on the next video.